everyone, this is a video to let you know about a one-on-one therapy I offer called QEC for anybody who wants to go on a very deep therapeutic journey of integration and self-reclamation, coming home into wholeness. QEC is the therapy that I've engaged in for many years, and it's the therapy that gave me my life back, which is why I decided to qualify in it, because I think it's a very high form of yoga, because it brings very clear visceral experiences of union of the self. QEC is a therapy that was developed by Dr. Melanie Selman, who I think is a genius and just the most beautiful teacher, mentor, and spirit. She spent 40 years working in trauma recovery, and because she's very deeply engaged in the new sciences of epigenetics, like how our biography is our biology. She's deeply involved in the research of the Heart Math Institute, and she's very aware of layers of consciousness in the therapeutic process. So she developed QEC as a very sophisticated way of rewiring false core beliefs or narratives in the brain. So what she's developed goes into the subconscious part of the brain, which is 95%, and we rewire there through a process of neuroplasticity. And that then affects your outer reality, because your biography, your narrative, the stories you've inherited, the environment you grew up with, the archetypal figures and parents you had create your biology. So that creates our reality. So when we've grown up in systems and families of dysfunction and pain, we then start living in those places as adults. So I come from a background of complex PTSD, narcissistic injury, religious abuse, addiction, all of it, right? And I was kind of at the end of myself and didn't know how to get out of this knot. And the great wisdom led me to a woman who was a QEC therapist, and it viscerally shifted my life. Piece after piece, we rewired false narrative after false narrative, and I came deeper and deeper into union. So normal cognitive behavioral therapy works with the conscious mind, which is the 5% of the brain, and you can't really change things through the conscious mind. But what Dr. Melanie Selman has done is come up with a process that goes into the unconscious space and shifts the belief over there. So it is Gestalt in a way. It is therapeutic in that I'm witnessing you and listening to your story and what's coming up, and then we take that and we go into the subconscious and we use a technique that rewires the brain and changes the biography, which thus changes the cellular structure of the body and your reality. So yeah, it's like I said, it's the thing that I found and stuck to for years because I felt it actually working, because I come from a very dense history of dysfunction, and it changed. It changed. I had a life where my status quo was anxiety, feeling like I was always doing something wrong, doubting myself, just so much in my wiring and my belief of myself was dysfunctional and fragmented. And QEC helped me to rewire that piece after piece and come into a place of sovereignty again and peace. Now my status quo in life is peace and joy and inspiration and creativity. So if you're interested in this journey, please visit the link in my bio, and yeah, you can read more about it. I put some links there. We can have a discovery call, and then yeah, see if you wanna go on a process. And yeah, just wanted to share that with everyone as one of my I think she's a yogi. Dr. Melanie Selman wouldn't say that about herself, but I'm like, you are the highest form of yogi. You should be in an ashram in the Himalayas because you've devised something that brings union, which is what yoga is. Anyway, I'm very much a cheerleader for this process because of how it gave me back my peace and my authentic self. Okay, sending love.